Shalom everyone, good morning. Welcome back, Mr. Azezer. It's been a while. Welcome back, Mr. Eli Maman. It's been a short while. Should be over often. Baruch Hashem, welcome back. Mr. Max. Okay, so here we go. So we're continuing the Halachot of Purim, finishing up the Halachot of Megillah. It's the correct thing to do for the kavod of the Megillah is to actually dress in Shabbat clothes for the Megillah. We dress up after, but ideally for the Megillah to come with Shabbat clothes. And when it comes to Arvit of Purim, we recite Arvit before we read the Megillah. And even though Megillah hasn't been read yet, we still say the Ala Nisim in the Arvit because it's already the Chag. And we know from the laws of Ala Nisim, if a person forgot to read Ala Nisim, he does not repeat the Amidah. If he remembers before the next Baruch Atah Hashem, then he goes back to it. And if he totally forgets it, then it's still a good idea to say, he'll say, Modim anachnu lach Ala Nisim v'Hapurkan, because it's a continuation from the thanks that we give to Hashem for the great Nisim, miracles that He did for us and always does for us. The next mitzvah on Purim is Matanot LaEvyonim. Matanot is plural, which is two. Evyonim is plural, which is two. So two gifts to two poor people, which is basically 1 to 1 and 1 to 1. So you need to give two gifts total and to two separate poor people, and the gifts are monetary gifts, and ideally the amount is the amount for that a person could buy a meal with that amount. So I don't know, $20 times 2, or is it 15? You could decide. Maybe we'll put on the thing 15. Huh? 15? Nowadays 15. I know. Is it to add more? Yeah. So you think 15? I mean 15. Okay. So let's say like this. So how would it work out? So we'll have, let's say, a basket here, and it's 15 per ani. You have to give 2, and that's per person. That's over bar mitzvah in your family. So you would put 15 times 2, $30 for you, $30 for your wife, $30 for your son over bar mitzvah, $30 for your daughter over bar mitzvah. They should really pay also from their own money because it's their mitzvah. Not your wife. You and your wife are together. Yeah, well, yeah, they should. That's correct. That's correct. But it should be from their money. Now, the ani on the receiving end, if he's on the receiving end, he could do whatever he wants with the money. He doesn't have to buy a meal with it, whatever. He could pay his rent, he could do whatever he wants with the money. The Rambam famously writes that it's a day of happiness. The greatest happiness is someone that's poor, that now has money to pay his bills. That's out of everybody that's happy. People are drinking wine, people are having fun, they're the happiest. And therefore try to increase that happiness. And he says, not as a halakha, but as a kind of a mentality, to try to give more to the poor on Purim than you spend on everything else you do on Purim, on the Seudah, on the Mishlach Manot, etc. Better to give more to the Aniyim on that day than everything else that you do. And the last point is, as when it comes to Purim, there's a concept called Kol HaPoshet Yad Notnim Lo. That anybody that sticks out his hand for money, you should put some money in his hand. And this is a concept as well that, if you could do anytime, but for sure. But specifically Purim, we have that, and that's we come to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we ask Hashem, right? So we should never let them go. And in Israel sometimes you have kids. Little kids, they know about this already. They come up, Dmei Purim, Purim money. So, so Kol HaPoshet Yad. And we come to HaKadosh Baruch Hu 3 times a day, at least, and we ask for our requests. We come and stick out our hand many times to Hashem. Especially we're going through a difficulty, health, Hashem, please, right? So therefore, when we ask Hashem on Purim, we have a bigger zechut to get accepted. We're also sticking out our hand to Hashem. And we should act like Him and fulfill those hands that stick out on Purim to us. Okay, that's that for today. Minchat tonight at 6 p.m. Have a good day, everyone.